YouTube. YouTube. Hey, how you doing?
Keep it off my sound.
Jesus Christ. Who's goddamn somebody else's personal cleaning so they can be in your business all the time. Walk in there and get on the damn death machine. Grab it from underneath where my hands in there picking up this and shit. And this old G-collar, you were up, you're running around. You could have gave the dog half the bucket of food, half the bucket of water. But we gotta go through paper towels that we shouldn't. I take the dog out 3 times in the evening. Yeah, that's what she's all about. I have no friggin' more battery juice. Like we got no more money for running around being stupid. Goddamn waste and waste. The waste people stay. Waste the whole goddamn rhythm of life. And then you clean it, and you want to run around and have a 2, 3, 4 o'clock party. What I gotta fight and live around a computer, squirm myself into a computer all day, and that's all the time of my life. Basically, everybody's life is worth. I will just sit there and wait on the computer and the other end of it. What's it gonna do today? It's gonna play with our minds. Not much, everybody. How y'all doing? Ready to the computer play with my mind. I want to go out and play. I want to go out and work. I want to get my tools in my hand and go to work and play and paint and build. Get in my truck when I'm done on a good 6 to 2, 6:30 to 2:30 schedule. Get back, do a little fishing. Come home when the sun goes down. Eat me a good, nice little meal. Kick back, drink 2, 3 beers, and get up and do it all over again. I just want to sit stare all day. Watch my day go away. Rely on this. Ask for this. Hey, my panties in their bind. I need a dime. Hey, oh my God. Had the pain in the neck and the life like I got 50 goddamn children. No way. And they're there. There's some beautiful jobs that are getting open again, being posted. I'm just sitting here, hoping. I'm thinking Thursday. That's what you get for thinking. I was thinking it was going to be a good day, thinking we can have some good times. I was thinking like Lincoln till I was stinking. While I was thinking on the commode. When you get off the commode and you're cleaning your body, and you're getting your hair combed and getting your teeth brushed and you're getting dressed. Then they're stuck there. What am I gonna doodle around in the computer today? Everything I know I need to do on the lawn, can't because there's a financial. You can't. You got 15 good ideas like a carpenter, but nowhere to put your tool. I shove it up your ass. I wonder where all these weird comments come from too, like that. I'm not saying like right now, generally in this purpose of time, but where did all those comments come from? I gotta shove it up your ass. I need someone to look like they're naked walking. Computer man. Computer man got me. Got a lot of us. The computer mania hip. Be out there loading up my kayak, loading up my nice little bass buddy. Being advanced with technology. But I'm just stuck here, caveman. Donald in the dungeon again. God darn, machines are so possessed. The machine is possessed. Go to the machine. It's not working the way it always normally does. Go to the machine. It takes 5 hours to do one load of laundry. How come any other time I hit the button and it goes 45, 50 minutes a load. It's like 4 or 5 hours a load. And I got 20 of them that need done. It's like having 30 overloaded modems. They just left you, looking like you were dumb. "30 different schemes, and you can never chase your dreams." So now we put on streams, and I guess that projects that all we beam through the digital manuscript where you hand your hand and lip, and we're based through our vocal view. To all of a sudden be like this song, just like you. And you wonder when you go outside, and you want to enjoy the outside, you got all eyes on you like paparazzi. I don't want to go out the door till he did. I don't want to think and walk and doing ideas until, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? I'm going to take that away from you while you're doing that. I'm going to pick this up, I'm going to throw that at you while you're doing that. Why all of a sudden does somebody want to be on the interruptive, destructive pace? Oh, because the blind's leading the blind again. To nowhere. Computer, tell your tone. Computer, tell me tone. Computer, tell me tone. Computer, tell the tone. Tell me how to be. Where I can be. What I can do. You can do nothing. And cope nowhere. You can make all the good ideas and feed them to everybody else. That's a good idea, that's a good idea, that's a good idea. Oh, that's the way it could, that's the way it should. That's clean, that looks nice. Let's go intrude it. Snake me over there, snake me over there, snake me over here. We're gonna be like we went butt naked again. I just want to be enjoying the afternoon. I'm abducted. bug in your ear and a chip on your shoulder. And it's almost over. Because as you see, the world is in a catastrophe of current events behind our back, current situations that we can't be told the correct information. That picture right there is a picture. It's not a light glare. It's not the glare from my camera off the light taking the picture at that red orb. That is actually the moon with the red orb underneath it. We try to say the moon reflects when it reflects off reflections of the sun. Wouldn't it reflect a different color? I don't think it will reflect like a neon or a gamma ray blue with that kind of reflection. It will look more like what they show you the image of Mars, how Mars glows that color. Because you got to think, if you can get a red lens and reflect it on what they call the moon, gray or white, I don't think you're going to get that kind of bluish color tint reflective of it. That color that's reflecting off that moon is almost that same exact, that's about the same exact color, ain't it? Look. You see? It's about the same exact color. They say that's a big time collective hollow capsule with a reflector. You're seeing a reflector ray. But there's so much goddamn the NASA, the science, the space, the Twilight Zone. Only Doctor Who knows. We go over, hey. You know how it is with Cheech and Chong? You know what's about Cheech and Chong? There's a good friend, well, hope we're still good, other than the made-up monstrosity that flips through the ignorant of the ignorant. Other people's personality get made up by other people's pupils into their personality to want to surf through your vocal cue and shove spells and warlock and computer war jam and demons into meanings of friends and thoughts and minds, and even when you're streaming. A troll is a human troll. You know, there's mythological stories of the troll. It's a small creature. It shadows through everything. It's about 2.5, 3 feet tall. But at night, it shapeshifts into anything. Trolls. Big cheeky bears. Oh. Well, what I was talking about with Cheech and Chong is we can make like a new version. See, I'll be Chong. Got the beard, got the long hair. I wear a bandana here and there. And then we know an old Cheech in Cali. It's a mustache, kind of Chicano way. All about the Chicano way from Cali. Got a mustache. Put a nice brim on him. We can make the new age. Of course, we got to get the original's permission. Hey guys, you think we can do like a Chong Productions and make like the new age Cheech and Chong? Where it can be like you guys are old in the beginning of the movie and y'all get together and y'all are toking up and talking and, hey man, you remember the good times when we did that? And then every time they're like daydreaming when they're stoned, me and the other guy will be the younger version of them when they were younger, when they weren't as old as they are. And I actually do need to get my lenses, my eyeglasses changed. I'm hoping on getting this government stimulus package. That will be one thing I will be doing. Probably one of the first things. Getting my glasses back fixed. I have my very first pair from when I found out I needed them for being nearsighted. And I mainly need glasses for I need it for mainly for back in the day when you were driving. Nowadays people use their phones. They're not like, oh shit, where's the street sign? Where's the road sign? Your phone tells you where to turn, how to get there. It's echoing in the car. 10.5 feet, you'll be making a left. It's not like you're driving down the street looking for that green street sign and trying to read the numbers on it. And all the last part of the numbers on some street magically have like the name Knoll at the end or something. Shady Grove Knoll. Oak Tree Grove. It's like, oh no, which Grove Road is this? Which road is this? That's mainly what I use glasses for, driving. I can look at the license plate, I can see it, I can see the numbers, the letters, what state it's in, but sometimes it's a little fuzzy. And magically it's only lettering written on metal objects. I guess to just scramble my pace out of the natural vision. So I gotta put on those old 4 eyes when I drive on them 4 wheels with my seatbelt on, and my radio playing some good music, and being a pedestrian, being a patriotic American, being a safe driver, keeping my 3 to 4 distance behind every car. You never ride no one's bumper, especially where I live. People run around here, they'll brake check you on the highway. You don't want to be going 70, 75 miles an hour. Idiots start brake checking you. Oh, but you gotta keep up with the flow of the traffic. You gotta ride 3 inches behind the guy in front of you. Yeah, when you're in a traffic jam and traffic ain't moving, I've learned to grow that. It's the machine. The finance, the maintenance, the things that happen to people in it, accidents. That's my last car. Big old accident. I'm in the passenger seat. Wasn't even driving the machine. I see if I would have had control of the vehicle, I'm sure there wasn't going to be an accident. Knock on wood. The only time I've damaged a vehicle was in the process of parking the vehicle when I first was learning driving, without power steering. And when I was driving, as the steering got more and more to back in, I let off the steering wheel a little bit, and that's when it wants to, you know, realign itself. And it grabbed my arm, and it kind of like made me jump because I wasn't used to that. Every other vehicle I learned off was power steering and stuff. So when it grabbed my arm back, I kind of like, when I jumped, my reflex hit the gas a little. And when I hit the gas, my truck scraped along the privacy fence one day. And then one other time, I had my car in park. You know how you gotta put your foot on your brake to park. I had my truck, the same truck. Well, the parking place that I pulled up in front of had a street light pole right in front of the parking place. Yes, when I let my foot off the brake, it still did that little bit of roll. So as I'm walking out the door, or, you know, I'm letting my foot off the brake once the car's in park, it does that little bit of roll a little bit, you know, still when you let your foot off the brake. And it barely bumped into the street pole. It didn't break no cement or damage anything, but it put a small little nice dent on my brand new bumper system I just put on my truck. Put all chrome grill, all chrome bumper, all chrome side and skirts. I was gonna chrome trim inch the end. Had a 4-cylinder extended cab Mazda B2200, 1988, camper shell on the back, sliding open windows on the back. The rear sliding window connected into the camper shell. I had two 12-inch JL speakers and extended cab with two 600-watt amps, powering both JLs. Had a flip down. Just when people still had cassettes. Flip down cassette deck player with a Pioneer radio with a 6-disc Pioneer CD changer underneath the seat. I was going to put the chrome trim along the wheel wells. The rims were the last thing I was going to try to get. I was going to paint it nice and custom. I ain't a big fan of the 13.5s. That's a little too low for me. But I probably would have put 15s on it, 100 spokes. Chrome. Then again, 100 spokes, man. You gotta do a lot of cleaning to all 400 of them spokes. If not, you're gonna get rust. You gotta learn how to polish them. When you got that kind of nice look on your vehicle. I was gonna get the solid, just all plated hub chrome rims, where the whole hub's chrome, the whole rim's chrome. No 5-star, no different design on it. Just a whole hub, everything chrome, with some pretty nice street tires on. Nowadays, I don't need all that flashiness. If I want to be flashing around in my truck, I want a truck again. No more cars. I want to be flashing around in my truck. I want it to be a 4x4 so I don't get stuck. I want it to be a 4x4 working truck so I can go out and earn that buck. And if I got to go out and hunt and I lay down one of them bucks, I want to be able to pick it up when I'm done after field dressing it, hunting, when the rising to the dropping of the sun. Or the dropping the animal if you're shooting it with the gun. Or you're using it with the bow. Hey, you might even lay down the doe. It depends what's going on through the season. But when you're done, you got a bunch of meat to season and eat for what you make. Because out there, don't fight yourself till you got your own self in the belly ache. And you don't go out there for the hunt to kill. You go out there and say, that's the meat. Gotta get me through my winter. Gotta get me through the fill. Or when I can't get there and I'm stuck, or the job shut down, like the COVID-19 did what? That's why I like to fish. I catch me a nice catfish the size of my wrist to the middle of my arm. Keeping it. Fillet it up. Freeze it up. I like to go out there, hit up the trout ponds, the trout streams when they stock them, clean them out, stick them in the freezer, save it for a day when you want to eat. Or if you're in survival tactics and that's what you need for your daily bread, you get out there. You don't get mad. Imaginating everything, chewing the web. How am I going to get there? My check ain't here. How am I going to get there? I'm waiting for this. How am I going to get there? Well, I'll order it and they'll deliver it to me. How am I going to get there? I'm just going to ride up to the drive-thru. Hi! 100% beef burger, please? No, 100% horse meat. That's where they lie to you. All those words a lot of people look at, your pupils are being lied to. Your pupils in your mind. You just want that symbol. You want it when the commercial goes off. Go grab it now, 2 for $3. Chicken super duper sandwich with a free medium fry, 2 for $3. 99-cent breakfast deals. You want to go into like a nice Popeyes or Kentucky Fried Chicken. Next thing you know, they're trying to sell tacos on the side. Hi, welcome to Kentucky Fried or Popeye Chicken. We also got beef tacos on the side too now on our new $1 menu. What the goddamn cluck, 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 cluck? I thought I was coming here to buy fried chicken and some biscuits and some instant taters and some red beans and rice and some coleslaw, some smacking me on the back of my knees, maybe some bacon beans, maybe some tater wedges. You know what you get at a chicken place? Oh, try our new all-beef tacos. We'll stick them in a zapper that's more radioactive and zapping your food in your own microwave. We got a whole freezer full of them. Made in a factory. 100% horse meat. But we won't tell you. We say it's 100% beef. I hope to see that check. Hope to take a little bit of money and treat myself with a good day in the nation's capital. I'm going to catch the metro as soon as I get off the train. Swing right over to MGM Grand Casino. Find out what metro I need to get. Go underneath the train station. Get on the metro. Get on the back other end of Washington, D.C. MGM Grand's right there on the border of D.C. and northeastern Maryland. Well, I guess you can say that's a little northwestern, because you got all of Maryland. That's Ocean City side, Chesapeake Bay side, all the other side I used to see in old town of Quantico. Yeah, that's, yeah, they got the actual MGM Grand, the shape of the lion, the same exact way the building looks in Vegas. They built that right on the border of DC. Basically, as soon as you cross the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, you'll start driving and start hitting the turnpike if you want, or you can hit, the Jersey Turnpike, whatever you're doing to keep going north. You'll drive across the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, and you will see it right there. I think as soon as you cross the bridge, it's one of the first or second big things you're going to see to the left of the highway. And then as soon as you're crossing the bridge, you look down over the Anacostia River, and you see the all-seeing eye that they replicated from England, the big Ferris wheel that you can take, big Ferris wheel ride in DC. Then when I do a little gambling, hang out there, see if you can win, triple your money, double your money. Hang out, probably get $150, $200 on chips. Play some slots, see if there's a couple blackjack or poker games going on. Then you get there and maybe get a free drink or two. I don't know if they do house drinks there. Grab the metro, get out underneath where the train station is. There's a metro station there. But at the end of the road, where the train station's at the top, the National Baseball Stadium's across the street, the ESPN zone, big restaurant, big time sports bars, basically right next to the National Stadium. Now, other than taking the metro back under the train station, grab it from the casino and get dropped off on the under part where they call the wharf. That's at the very end of that street. And then at the wharf is where they got the Ferris wheel. Get out, maybe get you a good lunch at the wharf. Get some good crab cakes, hush puppies. Get you a nice little drink in you. Maybe get a 24-ounce beer, drink 2 beers, drink one while you're waiting, drink one while you're eating. Then when you get out of the wharf, you can walk to the Ferris wheel. And then while you're chilling, waiting at the wharf, you can do your gifting program while you're in DC. Or I could get gifted as soon as I get dropped off at the train, then go to the casino, then come back and try a different gifter. First, find a gifter when you get there for good concentrates. Get your E-pen going again. Get your pen with your concentrates. That way when you're at the casino, or you're there for the rest of that day and afternoon, you got your little something to stimulate your mind. Then you get back, go to the wharf, line up another delivery, tell them the area you're in, do the Ferris wheel ride, do whatever you're doing. They'll text message you back. Okay, we're here, meet us there, meet us there. Oh, we'll meet you right there. Matter of fact, we'll meet you at the Ferris wheel. We'll take a Ferris wheel ride with you. We'll go into Ferris wheel and make our gifting program happen. I know how to do it all. I'll make it work. But you need money. When you ain't got it, you're left like a dummy. You need money to think your thought. That's why we're all linked like bots. I need money to pay attention. And I can't. I need another device to look at comments. Oh, I hear you, Virgo. You go here and pay attention to these comments. Josh said hi to you. Jack Daniels, how you doing there? Hey boy, are you good friends? Kinda don't make sense to me. The way you type that up. It's kinda weird, 2 or 3 of you people got the same avatar. Well, Jack Daniels. You know, I haven't had Jack Daniels in so long. We used to do Jack Daniels, they're called shooter shots. At the bottom, you pour your ice cold soda pop. And on the top, the shot goes on bubblers. The Jack Daniel little bubbler shot glasses. They're circular. They look like an hourglass. It's just the top. It's the size of a shot. 0.5 fluid ounces. Or 0.5, whatever you want to call it, fluid ounces. And then underneath, you can get a 1 fluid ounce shot glass. They're a little bigger. And the top's bigger. And then at the bottom, you pour your cola or whatever you use for your chaser first. We were always, they like Pepsi. I think Pepsi's a little sweet at times. I like RC or Coca-Cola. What was that other one? Jolt. I used to do Jolt with it. Man, that Jolt Cola. And then, man, I was changing it up with people. We were in there doing Fireball and Dr. Pepper one day. They were, oh man, dude, that's smooth and neat. Yeah, I ain't drank whiskey in a while. I've been out here looking for a dime. When I do have a beer or two, or have extra money to get it, I've been out here getting these deals on, I guess you could say, not top shelf beer. Butt Wipers, Natty Ices, Bush. You can find good deals on them by the 24 packs, the cases, the 30 packs. You can roughly get them all for about 20 bucks. Yeah, salute to you, buddy. That would be nice, man, to upgrade a little bit. Have a nice fishing stream. Man, what about them tornadoes yesterday? What? Say what? Man, did you hear and see some of the photographs from them tornadoes a couple days ago? Man, I tell you what. Yeah, the world's going through a shift. Or the ship above the world is putting us in monstrosity. Remember what it said, our time served here as slaves and beings of control are minimal compared to the time that's out there. The age, they say, some of these other beings live. Our normal life expectancy nowadays is about 70, 80 years old. 70, 80 years old, you lived a good life. That's about the age I'm knowing people, or they're mid 65, 70 to around 80. It's about the normal elder age where it just, then you got everyone else that are younger, they get a problem, situation, accident, a homicide, ignorance, faces of it everywhere you go. But they say there's some beings still on Earth that are of an age that they won't even tell you their age. You can look at them and think they're 17 years old. They're actually a being. They're probably possessed of something. Or being a host. They're the inner host of another scene. Let me go hoe my life around to the playing with the machine in the other room. Take you a break. Hope your day's doing good. Hope your pay's feeling good as your day's doing good. Because it pays to pay the piper. You gotta pay to pay the piper. You gotta pay for that plate of food and them diapers. You gotta pay for that electricity bill in the house. You gotta pay for that gas to get you in your ass. And where you gotta take care of that machine. You gotta put insurance on it. You gotta keep it registered. You gotta keep it going. And then when you grab the wheel, you gotta say, Jesus, take the wheel. Why am I stuck in another traffic jam? I'm doing the best I can. Just take me home all the way. I want you to go on autopilot so I can just lean my seat back and close my eyes like I'm floating in an airplane. Coming to you soon, like the Jetsons. Meet George Jetson. Jane has lice. His son wears corduroys. His dog named Asteroid. Named Hemorrhoid. His daughter Floozy. And a machine that does everything that even a pill. Wait till you get to the middle of the pill. Well, I didn't want my dessert before my iced tea. Roast beef with chocolate pudding and iced tea. Green beans. Thank you, Rosie. No problem, Mr. J. I'll be there to tuck you in. When you're ready to go into your time warping capsule. So you can go to Spacely Sprocket Center and just make gears all day. And grind gears all day. Building sprockets. You ever wonder, like, that's the only weird thing in the Jetsons? Is why has he got, like, this totally, like, futuristic life and everything's there? But it's like he has the world's just boringest, ignorant job every day to go to Spacely Sprocket Center and make gears and sprockets on the goddamn. I thought you had robots doing that. Why Why do you gotta go to work? Those computers, those cartoons designed by the media and the people who are a little bit ahead of our time. Look at The Simpsons. Who would have predicted Donald Trump's in the president? And that picture looks just like that. And then he stood just like that in front of the escalator, and he looked like that. And he looked like that. Well, we watched that on The Simpsons 8-9 years ago. What part of the movie are you on? I'm on YouTube right now. Hey. Should I put it on Twitch and start twitching? I can't get nobody to view me on Twitch. Now we're playing you-boo. You booby-trapped. Fool. You lagging. No, I'm not lagging. You're trolling. You're hacking. I'm in your IP. Where you live. In an IP. I'm making computer sounds in you for your reception. Lead the blind, and the blind led us to nowhere again. To the middle of it. You're penal in the end. Your internet connection is currently not significant to broadcast. Must be the copper of the hour. Yeah, 5 o'clock. They got to copy all my manuscripts and then computerize it for my biometric, making up the human space. On the wrong side of the bed. So I'll to get back in the web. I'm in the web again. Can I get through it? Who can ear me through the other eye of the web? Hope your day in the web ain't feeling as webbed up as some of the other people. Get out and do the I can't. It's still COVIDing around here. There's nowhere to go. They pick up the phone, and the minute you pick it up, I don't even touch it, and it scrambles and shuts everything off. Gotta push that button. You gotta push your button in your ears, in your jaw, and your retina. And you gotta scramble around on it. Remember? This was your brain on drugs. They show you a fried egg. This is everybody's brain being bugged. A scrambled egg now. I'm scrambling in the web. I ain't got to worry about it, man. I go to my secretary and I tell them to go to the computer and do everything my identity needs to do. They'll finger and work it out. I can't figure this out and wonder when I'm going to be able to do this. I ain't saying the word for me or I'm just saying that, man, millions of people are like that. Or my one streamer friend talked about. His parents are in their early 80s, their mid-80s. They had no problem functioning. If they did, then why they living that long? They had no problem turning on their lights, keeping their house clean. They don't feel bad. They got, if they feel bad, they got no normal problem on being able to pick up the landline, wonder if they can go see old Doc or whatever, which they're rarely doing. So now, to make a long story short, one of my friend's parents, streamer friend I know, I'm not putting no one's name out there, I'm just Virgo, I remember it all. He says it's a shame when your own mother comes to visit you and you think she's coming to ask you for an actual physical favor. She comes at you crying because in her mind she don't understand the phone. But I'm being forced to use the phone. I can't call the office to go in for this checkup I need. Well, welcome to the future. No, this ain't no welcome to the future. I got to play around and use this, and I don't know how to use this. I don't want to know how to use this. I know how to pick up the phone, call the lady at the front office, tell her, is it okay, can I swing by and see Dr. Kevorkian or whoever you need to go see? Not you need to go on the phone, you need to apply, you need this. Oh, do you want to change doctors? You get all these emails coming up. Try this doctor, try this physician. No, I'm perfectly happy with what I'm doing. Why are you in my business, phone? Now you're just sitting there making me like a goddamn idiot. I'm happy with the goddamn person I'm already pro-jammed in. Now why you want to goddamn send me all these spammed up mails, email this, hey, try this one over here. What, try to goddamn link into that place? Put all your information there through a goddamn computer. Think you can get an appointment to goddamn go somewhere? Then you're fighting the goddamn computer inner hacking goddamn system longer than you could have went there, made your appointment, got in your goddamn car, got out of the goddamn place. You're playing an arm dripping finger pupil eyelid race in the goddamn computer, and then while you're doing it, 10 other things are popping up in your goddamn face. Now when I pick up my landline, if you got call waiting, where you can hear another call on the other side, it's probably normally the only thing that ever interrupts you. If you got another phone in the house and you hear someone on the other end breathing on it, or they pick it up not knowing somebody's on it and they start dialing it, and then they're like, hello, hello, and then they hear your conversation. That's about the 2 or 3 interruptions you're normally going to get on that phone. Now you pick up your landline and you think you're going to call a human? You're calling the goddamn telephone of a computer. Push 1 for this. Push 1 if you're calling for this. Man, what it would have took me to talk to a real human should have took 5-10 minutes. Why did it take 5 hours? We're going to put you on hold. Hope you like this brainwashing monotone song. If you feel this phone call is taking too long, you can simply hold up and fry in the web again. Or you can just hold tight. Our customers have a high abundance of people. Well, to make it quicker, you can go to our website. You can go here. To make it quicker, you can use our animated telephone program. Our customer service, and then you get somebody there. I ain't being racist. I ain't being on the other end of the bush. You get someone there that's so bilingual, and it's very hard for the clarity of them speaking English to you, that some of them speak it quicker than you know you're trying to deliver them an answer. Some of them want to be goddamn like they're beaming their mind and telling you Well, did you try this option? Did you go here? Did you try this option? You need to go to your web and your PC. You need to pull up the website first. You need to get me this number so I can put it on my computer and put it in this number. I'm like, come on, buddy. Don't tell me you just took all my information. My shoe size, my birthday, my goddamn pants size, my social security number, every goddamn thing. How many times I already used the goddamn bathroom today? I already gave you all that goddamn information. They mean to tell me you can't help me right now because I don't have an active account number for you to stick it in your computer? Okay, so now where did you put all that information I gave you? And I heard you at a computer going registering it in a computer. I know you're looking at the goddamn computer with everything about me in it. And they're going to sit there on the other end of the lying lens of a goddamn computer and make me an abducted idiot? You must have took me like these people running around here and they goddamn don't even know their own friggin' eyes from the goddamn other side of their goddamn face. See what they did to the human race? It's a disgrace. They're having a literal hand over fist fight with the goddamn digitally operated machine. I hit the power button. All the goddamn friggin' every little, do you want maximum speed, cold water, hot water? Everything is the same color blue like this. Everything on that washing machine, the numbers, the power button icon with the little dot like the size of your retina in it. Then you get there and it just electrically is gonna, you fight it as the machine's possessed. I'm gonna walk in there one day, and I'm gonna look at the machine and it's gonna goddamn, the lid will open automatically, engulf me in it and be like, your legs hanging out of it. Ah! Stop! Washing machine! Started walking across the room! And it started throwing electrical beams everywhere! And it bent my body and it 20,000 sounds of water drowned in electrical webs shocking the direction out the mind of the reflection of my thought process system. What's called computer bot game. Start hissing. We go have a machine fight. Welcome to the machine. It's a good Pink Floyd song, by the way. You playing with me, little brother? You were so nice today. I did not believe that. I believe it because I've seen it. I'm so proud of how you were so friendly. She didn't even hiss at you. You didn't even bark, nip, wagging your tails at each other. And then you do a nose bump with the cat. That's wild. You did a nose bump with the cat. That's wild. Normally a cat would be hissing at a big old dog that's supposed to be mean looking. Yeah, but let me tune you in on this afternoon's walk with Tiggy. We have a cat that's a, if you live in the city, you call them an alley cat. We call them country cats, barn cats, wild cats, pharaoh cats. We got one that I guess feels comfortable living here. Lives underneath one of the sheds, hangs out. Family been feeding it dry food lately and giving it water where it lives there by the shed. It's got smart and accustomed to the people a little bit. I'm sure somebody maybe left it behind when they moved, or it got loose and it didn't make it back to its home. But normally a cat will always go back to its home. That's in that book, man. What's that book I read? Homeward Bound. You ever read that book or watch that movie? Homeward Bound. That's how, yeah, animals are instinctive like that. I kid you not, my one friend's cat, when they all moved to Pennsylvania, they thought they could let it out. The cat ran away and went all the way back to Virginia. I kid you friggin' not. It sensed itself back to where that cat's lived all its life. But to make a long story short, you think the way Tiggy is, being a pit bull, seeing a cat, that he get all like all aggressive at it. He's seeing it, he's looking at it, his tail starts wagging. And you think the cat would get into that, leaning up its back, letting its hair come up. Those two animals locked eye to eye today, walked up to each other, and nose bumped each other. Did an Eskimo kiss. I'm looking at the dog and the cat like, this is excellent. I was expecting the dog to start yanking me out of direction, totally pulling me, like hanging behind the back of a goddamn pickup truck tied to it by a goddamn hillbilly's rope. This dog got power, he can pull you on your goddamn stomach and drag you down the lawn. And then on top of that, I'm at least expecting the cat to just jolt off at first. That's going to be the normal instinct. Cat will see the dog, normally the cat will just be like, gone. And then that's when the dog would want to react. Because the cat's on the loose. Oh no. Did his walk, he did his pee and his poop. We're out there checking out birds, getting a little fresh air. I take them for like a little sprint around a big part of the lawn, let them jog a little, because you don't have a fenced-in area. And we're walking, I'm walking back to the back door there that I used, side door, to get the dog in and out. And as I'm walking and I approach the side of the house, get out of the lawn, get towards the side of the house, before you get to the stairs to come back to the basement from outside. Yeah, I wish this basement had where you open up a sliding door and you're already outside in your lawn. No. I gotta open up a door, a storm door, climb upstairs, and then you're on the lawn. Different. All homes are built different. The builder that built this home needs to be goddamn put underneath the home and learn how to build better quality homes. See, I'm quality. The way I designed my home, and I took drafting 1 and 2. I know how to sit down on grid paper and draw the whole blueprint manuscript, plumbing, electrical, the doors, the door jamb, the framing. I read blueprints all over job sites. But to make the long story short, I'm starting to approach the part of the home again. I see the cat, and I'm expecting the cat, when they see each other, to make the jolt. Like, oh God, there's a dog. The cat starts brushing up against old piles of logs we got out there. Tail doing the tail thing. The dog, not like being all aggressive, the dog looking at it. Oh, I'm going to walk by. The cat's on this side. I changed the leash to the other side of me, so that way I know because he has a choker chain. So I'll grab the leash and I'll, get him on like heel mode, like heel, walk, heel right next to my side. So I get him over there, next thing I know, he yanks a little bit at me. I was expecting him to yank and lunge at the dog. and try to make it an attack or a vicious nudge at the cat, they walk up to each other, no kidding, and give each other a nose kiss, a nose bump. I'm like, wow, that's cool to know. But also noticed when I opened the door earlier, because I had to take the dog all the way around the front of the home. When I get all the evening trash and everything from down here, I'll walk it out, and that's when I'll start walking the dog. I'll take him out that end. Well, I noticed as I was opening the door, the cat was sitting on the log pile. So I was expecting, when she seen him at first, we weren't already going in that direction, so he didn't even see her. I made sure of that. So I was expecting by the time I was done doing the round with the dog, she'd be done being over there. Oh no. They did their telekinesis with each other. I live around the house, buddy. It'd be neat if you could be outside. I want to go in there and I want to lay and play with you. Yeah, that tells me if I ever get a kitten, I know this dog will curl up around it and love it and care for it. That's cool with animals, when you can have an animal and a cat like that together. Hey, Dad, you seen the kitty, didn't you? Mama kitty out there, the girl. The big baby girl kitty, didn't you? You being friends. That was so nice. It was, Tiggy. That was a very nice thing to see this afternoon. That's why I like being a Virgo. When you see nature together like that. Yeah. I know you want to be out there like her. Free roaming, doing whatever you want to do. I know, Donald. You heard Donald. I know you want your own outside. You don't have a fence. I gotta get you out there and walk you a little more, but I can't spend all day walking you. And I can't trust you on a leash. I don't have a chain. I know you chew right through it. I'll walk you on that. Man, I put the one leash on him. Or the collar and the harness. He's gnawing at it, biting at it. I don't want this crap on me. Get this off me. Lily gnawed at it, bit at it, ripped at it. Had it off him 3/4 of the way. Brand new harness I was using with him. Same thing he did to a collar. So I was like, all right, I got to get you a choker chain. A real choker chain made out of metal. Add that nice extension leash you can use for him. You know, where you can let him go and have a 35 foot lead. I gave him all the lead I could one day. I'm in there turning around, looking around the yard, feeling him tug around like the other ends of a fishing pole. Next thing you know, I feel nothing on the leash. As quick as I glanced away for about 25-30 seconds, because I don't want to be staring all at him while he's in there pooping and peeing. I want to be looking at the birds, checking out the sky, enjoying the scene, you know. I'm going to be sitting there like a microscope in the dog's asshole, 2 feet from him. Are you done pissing and shitting, buddy? Come on. Next thing I know, I don't feel the dog on it. He gnawed that goddamn nylon cable that comes out of those leashes where you push the button and you let him go. He gnawed on he put the whole nylon cable. He was running around the lawn. Like, Tiggy, what are you doing? Get over here. want to play with you, paw you, knock you back, hit you on your leg. I'm running around now. Come on, man. What are we gonna do? Come on. Oh shit, there's one of the neighbor's little dogs. Bye. That's when I thought that day I'd never see him again. I'm like, no. Perfect. What are you goddamn friggin' seeing my dog loose without a goddamn leash? Now you gotta open your door and bring your two goddamn dogs out in the middle of me trying to gather my dog up. Man, how goddamn Billy Goat Gruff goddamn dare you? Then my family's gonna sit there and stare in the window with telephones. If anything goes wrong, I'm gonna record this whole scene. That's how ignorant people are. They don't go out so they hear your goddamn storm door shut. Or hear your door go. Your feet hit the floor, they're like, oh no, I'm gonna go over there. What's over there? The Virgo I see. Let's go where his privacy parts are. Bounce telephones in it. When I get on the job site, when I'm out there working, doing construction, painting, whatever I'm doing with tools, that goddamn telephone sits in the glove box. Locked in the glove box. I don't need it disrupting me thinking, measurements, making cuts, hanging, installing things, painting, refinishing. How am I supposed to accomplish a task that I know that should take in a physical aspect of time, getting paid by the time? All that, man, just milk it. No. I got better things in the realm of the gift of time to where I gotta sit here and know what I can accomplish in an hour and a half, not needing to take 3 goddamn days to keep playing take 20 in the telephone. Take 2. Alright, you moved your arms, you touched the item 10 times. Let's all stop now and tune into the telephone for 25 minutes. You add up every goddamn day you're at the job and you're not doing your job and you're playing to that telephone. You add up how much time of your life is in the internet and you're playing around with that phone compared to how much you could really be out there doing an action in Jackson and getting a big amount of pay. You add that up and stick that on your dinner table tonight. You'd be proud of yourself. You wouldn't be like pus-filled media, pus-filled propaganda, he said, she said, bologna and cheese is sandwich. 35, 40-year-old people living their life like they're in the middle of a Maury Povich program every day. 45, 35-year-old people feeling like they're living the goddamn last episode of the soap opera that their wife goddamn was watching for goddamn 20 years. 35, 40, 50,000 people not with the same emotion, the same response on their daily Facebook comments. Jesus Christ. 10 to 15 sacred free gifts a moment a day. Every one of these people on planet Cursed should be blessed with. Imagine in your life doing 10 to 15 different things a day. You do 10 to 15 hours a day in the ignorant, no matter where you're at. And I'm contradicting myself. I'm stuck here bamboozled in the ignorant, not financially making money, begging the other end of the computer for a nickel or a dime. Did the Grand Wizard call yet? No, he hasn't. But the Grand Poompa's everywhere you go. The Grand Master, not the Grand Wizard. The Grand Poompa. The guy that's all grand in the computer. Old Terminator. How's everybody going? Yeah, dude, it's that Skynet stuff, you know. We're like in an assignment. It's like, man, yeah, we're like assignments in confinement in the video game. When I say we, I'm involved in it. I know so many capabilities of what I can do, incorporate as business, but they're all in our business, no matter where you go. That's the new business. What did you do all day? Man, you didn't do nothing, man. I ranked up in my game 5 times. Did you get paid to do that? Well, why did we just waste our whole goddamn day arguing about a Fortnite goddamn record? Oh, but I can sell my skin. Well, okay, let's put Call of Duty, for example. I'm at rank 300 now. Wow! What did I accomplish? Call of Duty wanting you to pay for what a new costume looks like? Call of Duty wanting you to pay for new Battle Pass Season number 5? Call of Duty wanting you to pay for money that you ain't even... Hopefully you are getting paid somehow. But then why you want to put your pay in a game that you already paid for? Were we doing that goddamn Nintendo? Hold on. Let me take my Nintendo out my NES. Let me blow in it. Let me blow my money in it now. I already paid for it. Yeah, remember when you had to get a hot, blow it a little? I'd always use a Q-tip and rubbing alcohol. Then you'd have to blow in the machine, tap the goddamn, little elevator system that the cartridge goes in. You'd have to slide it in where you'd have it go. Sometimes you'd have to get it in there, lock it down, put another game on top of it, hold it in there in place. Those are people that really didn't take good care of their systems. I got mine right now. I could pull out of my tote box. I mean, with some good old original NES games. Some good classics. And I guarantee you, all I gotta do, bring it out of there, plug it into the picture tube TV, get the games out, maybe rub a couple rubbing alcohol, Q-tip, swipes on the video game, stick it in that system, push it down nice and gentle and hit the power button, that thing will go like brand new. Put the dog down here, and me not having the finance to really... I could go buy lumber from the goddamn Lowe's, and I could build a beautiful entertainment gaming center. Or you can order a cheap one with pressure-treated wood, all this fake metal that starts bending and getting flimsy. Easy to put it together. All you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. You get it together and it'll start leaning, it'll start collapsing. Metal rods will start bending. The drawer that's supposed to be so nice and quiet will get all out of whack. All the brackets it goes in starts getting all discombobulated on you. They're like, God damn, I wasted $250 on this thing. My TV's on the stand crooked now. It can't hold the weight capacity that it said it could. A TV, a stereo, and a couple speakers. And I was like, who has any of that? I got a digital speaker with digital music connected into it, and I told my speaker, turn on and play this song. What? Man, when I want to hear music, this is what I want to goddamn turn on. I want to turn on a shelf stereo system. I want to hear some real good speakers with some treble, some highs, some lows, some mid-range speakers. I want to hear some tweeter horn speakers. Maybe hear some old vinyl, some old tapes. Man, I got some old original Sansui speakers from the 60s with the big old metal tweeter horns in them. 3 lines of them. 15-inch subwoofers. Portholes in the speaker. Wooden, actual, made out of real wood. Bamboo speaker covers. Beautiful set of speakers. They don't make them they make them plastic, electronic, and programmed to goddamn already play music. Digital sound. That's how that goddamn new street music's being made. Audio wave, audio bite, echo sound bite. But I went to the studio, man. I dropped this much money, man. They said that they're gonna take me my money from my voice and they're gonna echo sound bite it. There's the only way they can produce it for the producer at the studio. Because I can't have my voice being heard the way I was projecting the word. So the word is the bird, and the bird ain't there. The bird is the bullets in the air, and the people don't care, and the same message being goddamn echo audio mic'd. Oh, I've heard it in country music nowadays too. They hit that echoing audio mics, and it's, come on, man. You got some of the original people in music turning over in their grave, because they did it the real way. I like the hippie era type of music. I like jazz. I like all kinds of music. I like all genres. But the new generation of music, it joggles my mind where I cannot receive that reception. I'm sorry. I played in band class. I know how to read sheet music. I played in goddamn garage bands. I know how to make tunes. I know how to make melodies. I play a little percussion drum. I can't keep my drumming up because I'm worried about the dog getting into it. Now, if I had that money to build me a nice little small music entertainment area, put the dog how the dog needs to be, nice little kennel, something about half the size of a shed, a 4x8, even 8x8 shed, I could build. Beautiful dog home, not a dog house where he's got to crawl and hunch into, and the flies and everything eating him, and he got him goddamn friggin' chained to the goddamn tree, and he got mud and piss puddles everywhere. And this goddamn water bucket you give him in the morning or the afternoon, he knocks over after 2 drinks, or he gets it all muddy and scuddy looking. I'd never take care of my pets like that. I get it, they're stuck here. I didn't choose to just go out. No, I want a dog. I want that puppy. I got stuck with this dog. From my sister bringing it from her prior homes and relationships. What are we going to do with my dogs? Can I keep them in black cages with the door locked all day? You can take care of it. I'm going to take my female dog from the inside, and my male dog I got outside tearing up the lawn of the month and the whole house, and I'm going to watch them fuck. And I'm going to watch every puppy turn into money without papers, without shots. I'm going to watch you take care of it all and clean it up. That's where he came from. First batch of puppies of 11. Born on 4/20. I think he just had his 6th birthday. He's 6 years old. Yeah, that's where he came from. I know I'm repeating myself. My stream sounds like the same words, the same sequence, at a different time, but from 2:30 in the afternoon, no matter where you're at, it's 2:30. That's the cop of the hour here every time I look at the clock. Copy apps. I've told that story about the dog being born and Easter and this there. And his mother dog's the one that y'all witnessed on Ustream as they kicked my door open and sicken her and get her to bite me and gnaw my arm up till it's half bruised and bite and blood drooling everywhere, and they're all on the other side of the room jacking off laughing at it. That's fucking cool. Then at the end of the day, the dog's right back into needing me. I need you to take me out and take me pee. I need you to put food and water in my water bucket. I need you to walk around the lawn and pick up poop with the pooper scooper, because there's just so many piles, nowhere can go anywhere. I need you to do that for my pet. And then if any company comes by or anybody comes by, oh, like your duck, oh, thanks. It's just a conversation piece. It ain't a pet to me. It's a conversation piece. These people waste their time all day thinking in a telephone. What's my conversation piece of the day? Power to the people is mine. Power to the product of being a productive person, not a seductive and manipulative person. Not a person that you need to goddamn sit there and hand it in your lap, hand it in your hand, and then he's sitting there and play slave handing lip. My pimp hand stronger than your limp walk. Well, now you get people gimping, limping, ripped out of rhythm, ripped out of pace. I literally bend over backward for you. I gave a goddamn foot and a leg for you, and an arm. At the end of days, he gave his left hand to Satan. Tragically weird how I got Satan all of my anatomy. No one liked my Virgo-nomic, Virgo carpenter, Virgo make it build. Virgo want to be out there in goddamn the state of Regina, just like people are in California, Hawaii, Colorado, any recreational state, Illinois, where I was born. I can't go out there, enjoy my afternoon with a fresh stream, and show you a beautiful garden. You know why? Because we got in this beautiful garden here, it's just like the Garden of Eden. All these snakes where you walk. And I'm in an important part of our country, right down the street from Washington, D.C., 35 miles to be exact. Right here in Fredericksburg, Virginia, where your first president, our first president, who we call our president, our fearless leader, which was a gosh darn good commander and general, two-star command and general of the state militia, 6'4" George Washington. People don't know how tall that man was. Led the Revolutionary War, led our nation to with the impact of the Declaration of Independence, led our nation to what they call Washington, D.C. This county I live in is his boyhood county. I've been to his boyhood home. I could take you to Old Town Fredericksburg, where they had the Revolutionary War, the Civil War. Homes that were built in the 1700 Garcia type of era homes. Old original Spanish tiles, slate roofs, cedar roofs, standing seam, metal standing seam roofs. That's the stuff I like. Real historical building. Notice how those buildings are still standing? You get one of these tornadoes to come by here in one of these cookie cutter homes. And I tell you what, no matter how much they say, our pressure treated plywood and our windows will stop a god darn 2x4 from coming through your front door or window. Okay. Is it going to stop 2 or 3 big god darn 280, 350 foot tall oak trees from crushing your home? Is it going to stop a branch that snaps off of one of those trees and it totally collapses your roof and half your home, where you probably might be in there sound asleep? Or you can't go nowhere because you don't got a basement, you don't got a root cellar, you don't got nowhere safe, so everybody's trying to hide in the bathroom, an apartment complex? Man, yeah. Spite all my rage, we are still just a rat in the cage. Man, Billy Corgan struck that song up. Smashing Pumpkins. A lot of people don't like him, the way they sing. And some of the songs I have a hard time, because they say he sounds like he's gay. Look at the way he is. But a few of their top good hits, man, that's some good lyrics, some good music coming out of there. That's what I like. A good message, a good lyrics. I like all kinds of stuff, man. All kinds of... There's some of that death metal, the heavy metal. I can't tolerate it. That's supposed to be my kind of music, though. Long hair, and they're supposed to be in their thrash banging. Ah! Roar! I don't call that heavy metal headbanging music. I call that god dang headache music. Yeah. Whew. And nothing against it. To each your own. You want to sit there, you want to have your ears ringing Deftones. You want to be whipping your neck around, hearing a guy grueling and growling and sound like the world's biggest possessed beast on the planet. My God, please yourself. You want to listen to that new music that's echo, audio mic, and hey, listen to something unnatural. Listen to a weird message. I love music. My father was a goddamn roadie and a rhythm guitarist for Bob Seger, the Doobie Brothers, Cleveland's Clearwater Revival, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. All them good old bands, hippie bands like that. That's what my dad did for a long time. He wasn't part of the band, but if they needed a background rhythmist guitarist, he was tuning all the guitars for them, taking them out of the guitar cases, wiring up all the amps. That's what he did as a roadie. He wasn't a stagehand, he was a roadie. He wasn't setting up your lights, setting up the scene. He was setting up the guitars, getting them tuned in, knowing the order of the songs that might be playing, because you know they might need to change their guitar for different tunes. They might have an acoustic version they're going to play. That's what got me into music. And then when I was young, my godfather, my dad's best friend, ran a radio station at Illinois. And it was like, you know, your basic classic rock and roll. And I remember old TL all the time. I'll make sure when you see the red light on that says I'm on air, be very quiet. Be very quiet. He used to babysit me in the radio station because my parents would have to do cattle drives. And I was way too young where they would have to deliver cattle after people bought them from the auctioneers. If they didn't pick up their cattle, my parents would deliver them to Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, and those tri-farm states. Making good money back in the day, too. Oh, yeah. In the early 80s, 81, 82, 83, 84, to do one delivery, $1,200, $1,800. Just to go on, 50, 60 mile an hour trip to drop off cattle. But my parents were, they were money making. There was no slacking of it until the Fed got involved. I was born on like a hippie farm, a hippie ranch. Rent free. Mom had about 15, 16. I think she told me she had 15 to 18 marijuana plants over 8, 9, 10, 12 feet tall. She said some of them, the buds and the plants were taller than the field of corn. She thought she had them all blended in there. This is when I was in her belly. And then her job, her like normal job that she was doing, other than, just taking care of the home while Dad was doing his big job. Her job was the manager of a big pet store that also did it would be like your neighborhood pet store. Get baby bunny rabbits and fish. But then it also dealt with your basic farm livestock, like chickens, goats, smaller things that weren't like horses or cattle. That's what they would, you got to get that from big farmers. Yeah, she ran a big place like that for a guy. She was, on the opener, the closer, like the head manager, project manager, the whole operation of that store. And I remember we used to always go visit them on payday. And I'd get a ride with Mom, because he had a big animal farm. Yeah, like a zoo. An animal farm like a zoo. The farm's so big where if he wanted, he could, keep people's grizzly bears or their tigers or their exotic animals, but he chooses not to see that kind of animal that should be in its living environment on Mother Earth of Africa, or in the realm of where it came from. Yeah. But I remember every time going over there, he's like, well, there's my buddy Old MacDonald at my farm. He said, but don't forget, every time you come here, this is Old MacDonald's farm as well. Want to feed some of the chickens? Go grab a bucket of the chicken feed. Want to go over there and pet the sheeps, play with the animals? Let me know. I'll walk you by the horse stall. I'll let you say hi to the horses. Man, that was like epic. I love that stuff. Nature, something natural in my life. That's how Virgos are. It's got to be natural. I can't be nano up it, nano biting, nano bit. Which hand am I red-handing it? I'm left-handing it. Iron Man. You're the only person that's really got normally some negative things to say. Yeah, a lot of these children are going through mental programs that are making these children act uncharacteristic or possessed in a way. The internet. I see you, Troy. He said he's still doing good farming in Ohio. And to be a person in America, to still be able to be on your family farm, or maybe you moved off, you got you a little land, you built a farm, to have that, I'm glad to hear that some people still have that. And you are blessed to have that. And there should be, they did that. Everybody gets 40 acres and a mule. Some people don't even want 40 acres. They want a goddamn acre and a dog. Some people would be happy with. They don't want a goddamn friggin' a neighbor stuck in a townhome, stuck in an apartment complex. The minute you goddamn friggin' take a poop or a pee, your goddamn neighbor's cussing at your other next door neighbor because they heard your toilet flush. Jesus Christ. No, but they're worried about tearing down the woods, burning up the woods, controlled government wood population burning programs. They're burning down the goddamn rainforest in South America. And it's what the Bible said. We will all burn. And that will be the no more of earth. When they got meteor showers falling, tornado events so tremendous yesterday, I can't believe the visual. And the reason why I can't believe it, because I don't see it with my naked eye. I've been to Missouri. I know their mojo in Missouri. Show me. Don't show me what the web's showing me. You show me in my face, and then I'll feel it was true. That's how I live my life. Game, recognized game. You show me the real truth about it, and I'll show you my reflection. Virgo, the limelight for everyone. The correct visual aspect for your mind. It's hard leading the blind and no stare. It's the temperature in a degree, Tiggy. Where did you learn that degree? What college did you learn that degree? Why do they call it a degree? Is that because how I walked in the other room? And it should have felt more warmer in there. I actually got a heater going in that room, but I felt perfectly nice and comfortable, not freezing, not like I'm cold. Then I walk into that other room where the heater is. I should have felt more hotter, but my body all of a sudden got where I needed to put on a hooded sweatshirt, a flannel sweatshirt, and it's 70 goddamn 6 degrees outside. You pushing or pulling? Where did the back of my knee grow again? Oh, I know what made me feel all nasty, nappy, and cold. Looking at the laundry. Putting my hand in ice-cold water. They stole the water our souls should drink. Put fluoride in it. Don't drink the water. It's in the water. Get in the water. Let's do the water dance. That was one of them old go-go songs from back in the day in high school. Everyone would go to the go-go in D.C. Hear the Chuck Brown band play go-go. That was real big around here when I grew up in high school. Real big. It's bigger than goddamn Tupac and friggin' Notorious B.I.G. Man, I ain't listening to that shit, man. I'm listening to 95.5. Hear my go-go. Ooh-ah! That's when, man, my percussion skills. I start hearing a little of that go-go. I know a couple people that play bongos. Actually knew a guy that played for the actual Chuck Brown band from DC that was a bongo player. And it just got in me, that rhythm. Some people want to call it monkey music. Some people want to call it goddamn jungle music. Man, what are you trying to be in, like an African tribe in the jungle, beating on bongos, listening to that monkey music? Well, I guess my community is called uncleDONALD420's. I was born in the year of the monkey, 1980. Monkey business. But I whip out my ink pen. I start tapping on the desk. Don, can you stop playing the drums? Beating on your desk, please. Turn around and start giving it that monotone lecture again. And this week, in physics, we're going to read chapter number 10. I want you to read the whole thing. Copy down all my notes on the black or the green board. Do the pop quiz after you copy down my notes, please. Then read the whole chapter number 10. Answer the 3 questions at the chapter there. And don't forget to do the summary questions. That's our daily agenda today. Now that I got all my notes written down and I'm going to watch your head stuck in a book, I'm going to watch y'all under my control, drinking coffee and rotten goddamn... Man, you know all the teachers that be smoking, that have that coffee and nicotine stain on their mustache. And then all the women would lean, all your female teachers would lean over you. You have any questions with the assignment today? You need to get your head up off the desk. Did you get any sleep or any breakfast this morning? I can't have sleeping in my classroom. Anyone else I catch sleeping in my classroom, I'm going to make you stand up in the back of it. Then you'd hear someone in the background when a teacher would turn their back. Shut up, you old hag. But I'm at the school, man, school was the time of my life. Senior skip day. I invented stoner skip day. Senior skip trail. We ain't all seniors hitting that skip trail. I've been hitting that skip trail since I was a freshman. That's called stoner skip trail. 'Cause what are 95% of the people doing there? Other than taking the trail that's on the woods on the surrounding your school to go catch the community bus, or to go to the local town home or the apartment complex on the other side of the woods where they live, or to go break into some goddamn girl's panties and under dad's liquor cabinets. 75% of the people were down there skipping, getting a ride home from a senior. The seniors would be down there skipping, smoking, doing their dime bag, their nickel bag hustles, rolling up doobies, hanging out together. You sure you can give me a ride home, man? Yeah, no problem, dude. How many people am I taking home again today? And I was the hookup. They were getting no better deals until they got with Uncle D. Well, my nickname in school was Good Times. Hey, Good Times! Hey, what's up, guys? Man, we got like all our money together, but we're not able to get in touch with Chad's big brother. I can't get in touch with my neighbor or anybody. I've been waiting for 2 days. You think you think like I'll drive you home, and I already have 2 or 3 people in my car, and then 2 or 3 other carloads of people can all follow you to your house? My mom walked in the house one day from work. Oh, you got a lot of friends over, don't you? It looks like you're having the Woodstock, and how are every one of you fitting in your bedroom in there? Magically, man, you'd have 3, 4 carloads of people just sitting there right in my goddamn bedroom. And I was blessed enough to have a good buddy. He's a Puerto Rican guy, and he used to always go to the Bronx once or twice a month to get some of that good old block compressed weed. And he'd always tell me, "No, Arnold, other than everybody coming over all day, nickel dime, nickel dime, nickel dime, you doing one dime bag, one dub bag for everybody, your friends. I tell you how to make it where the cops don't see us. You don't get caught, and it's easy. You come here one time, collect everybody's money. Now you show me how much money. Okay, you put that in your pocket. That's your money. You give me two $20, $20 a handful. Give me $40. I'll give you a handful from that big pound brick bag. Let me break some off. Don't worry how much you get. Make sure you get enough," he would tell me. I'm like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" "Yeah, Arnold. I live in an apartment. The old people are here. They want to tell the cops. I don't want no one snitch on me. No one to business." You come here, I'm paying you for taking care of my birds while I was out of town. That's all you tell anybody. That's why you only come here to see me once or twice a month. Had it all worked out. And that's what I actually would do when he would go back up to the Bronx for about a week or so. I'd take care of his cockatiels, his parakeets, clean the cage a little bit, give him food and water. It always blessed me with stuff when he came back like that. So when people called on at school, "Oh man, I got a good goddamn deal from Good Times, from Donald." I'd have 2, 3 carloads of people in their car waiting on me. The goddamn guy I got a ride with, him waiting on me, 3 people in his car. I'd have to get on my bike and ride over to his apartment real quick. "None of y'all leave the front of the parking lot here. You wait here at my house. You know I'm not going nowhere with your goddamn money. Why would I? I'm ready to kick back, get in the room, and have a good time." Man, then we get in there, and that was it. Video games to get turned on. J's are getting rolled up. Bowls are getting packed. Bongs are getting packed. Music's going. 10, 11, 12, 15 people on there. I'd have people all lined around my bed. You'd have to bring in a kitchen chair. People standing up. I had the smallest room in the house, too. It's like my parents, when they caught me and they knew I was smoking. About 14, 15 years old, they said, "Look, I don't ever want to hear you in the street smoking, getting in trouble, getting a charge for smoking marijuana in the public streets of this town or anywhere. You go anywhere around your friends, you better hope you can be in one of your friends' houses. If not, whenever you got it, you better do it here in this home, where I know you're safe and I know a cop ain't gonna get you." boy, Tiggy. Good boy. Oh, you're sleeping on Uncle's feet. Tiggy, you're sleeping on my feet. I can't sweep my feet to the beat. You don't have that ink pen out, pumping out go-go beats. Everyone else will be up there trying to, man, how do you do that, man? How do you do that? Like, I don't know, I guess it's just natural to me. Man, you got a good beat, man. I didn't hear nothing like that at the go-go over the weekend. We never go to live go-go's. They had this thing they do, you know how Headbangers mosh pit? They had a thing where they go in there and it's called Throw Your Bows. Throw your bows, rough it off. And they'd be in there doing a rough it off thing. Whereas how, you know, we're not in there fighting nobody in a mosh pit, but people are getting like amped up. You know, people might clothesline, push at people, lunge people around. That's at a heavy metal mosh pit. Being at the go-go, when you were in there roughing it off, you're basically in there bumping shoulders on each other, throwing bows at people a little bit like that, bumping them around like that. You see anybody being stuck, you give them a shoulder bump, rough it off, rough it off, ooh ah, rough it off, rough it off. It's like, here we all are, listening to go-go, beating everyone around. Oh, here we are. We're at the heavy metal concert. Have good mosh pitting. What's good about it? Till some big goddamn guy bigger than you wants to pick you up, body slam you, stomp on your leg. Some big goddamn guy wants to walk around there with both his goddamn arms trying to clothesline all the stick figure short guys like me. I never went to the go-go like roughing it off, but I've heard a lot of stories. Not many white guys went. They were always normally the bigger black guys from school. Like the bigger guys, you know, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". A lot of football, different people like that, because they're able to handle yourself in there bigger. And you gotta think you're in D.C. where there's a lot of older people in there that really aren't high school kids, so you gotta be in there a little bit bigger, a little more meatier and weightier. I'm in a couple mosh pits and it just, like, you might see your life flash above you. You get in people that are in there high kneeing, stepping, stomping at people. When I got out of there, man, quick. That mosh pit I went into one day. One guy was in there trying to mutilate everybody you see. Literally mopping people across the mud. I had half my shoulder like swapped down, dragged in the mud, kicking around. I think I might have caught a goddamn friggin' a fist to the side of my chin the one time. So forget this, man. Ah! You get knocked out, you get blacked out. They start doing the circle mosh pitting. Uh-oh, everybody got possessed. They can't handle the music. It's handling them. I hear you, man. There's nothing that makes you feel that proud, Troy. To see those fields of green, to see those animals, smell that hay, smell the productivity of growth. Yeah, fluoride, man. I totally agree with you, Dark Knights. They say it's natural spring water, fluoride water. Um, don't say it's in your water. We really don't know what they put in town water. We really don't know what kind of chemicals are coming out of a plant. But you got to drink it. We need water. That plastic bottled water. What's really in it? Who knows? Who goddamn really knows? I know they say fluoride, they say this. There's certain ways to get filterization water better. There's water purificationists. I don't know if I'm saying that right. pH water professionals that never been trained, but they professionally pay attention to the product of how the water is put into them. They're actually in there taking like pH samples of their water, using multiple filter systems under their faucet, under their sink. Brita water filter systems doing that, doing this for them. I know how to go to a clean looking area of water. Take charcoal from the bottom of a fire pit. Use sand, charcoal, and just foliage, normally pine needles. Pine leaves work the best. Layer them and make a water filter. And then, of course, when you filterize the water, you want to boil it. After you do that, then you're going to lose a little of what you got, because when you boil it, it will evaporate. I still know how to debacterialize water if I had to. I know how to run a trot line. I know how to skin a buck if I had to. I know how to set snares and traps if I really wanted to eat Bugs Bunny. I know how to make all those, like Indiana Jones traps. You hit a tripwire you don't see, you better watch out. There went a big old goddamn oak log on the side of the tree with wooden spikes notched into the side of it. I know how to build qualities of log cabin where you can make wooden spike nails. Different systems that you can stack your log, like making Lincoln log. I know how to make from clay, sand, and dried up haze and debris, how to make plaster and mortar. How the Indian made Pablos. You know, the Pablo that the Indians made stayed the same temperature and never changed on the inside. What your body core temperature should always be. 78, 76 degrees. It didn't matter if it was 140 degrees, the highest goddamn humidity rating, whatever you could be boiling in Arizona or Texas in. You walk in that Pablo, it's cool. 76, 78 degrees. You walk in that plaster looking wall of that Pablo when it's negative 20 degrees. And you get in there. And what is it? It's beautiful. 76, 78 degrees. That's the Indian code. where nobody don't have much problem with their immune system. They ain't fluctuating 3,000 degrees in them. Different body temperatures. Going outside from dripping sweat to walking into a Freon air conditioner, sucking down fluoride water, sweat dripping off their pores, at their mowing their schlong, so their homeowners association or their neighborhood don't say, "Hey, your home sticks out like a sore thumb. Your grass is up to the back of where your knee grows." I'm going to play shoe print with you. My dream would have the most nicest, efficient tree home in a tree, like an Ewok-ish home. You heard me the other day on the stream. That guy from Washington State named Pete. God, those tree homes are just like, that's what I need. Silence. Living eye to eye with the bird. The bird is the word. Remember? The early bird gets the worm. Wanna fly like an eagle. Not frying the computer. And watch who can be the evilest, the ignorant, the most manipulative, the biggest liar, killer, cheater, vandal, scrambling up in it. I'll scramble up in your IP. That's you, who you are. You're an assigned IP address now. Once you get an assigned computer chip in you, and then you're an assignment of everywhere you go in confinement. Still just a rat in the cage. Doop. Pay for that with my pointer finger? Why are you trying to use your left hand? I've only chipped everyone's right hand. What if I'm left-handed? I'm used to putting my left hand in direction. Well, you can stick that up your goddamn back of your Adam apple. Because now it's time to look like you're in Apple's device. Give me the right of you. Now. But why? So I can push computer buttons in you. And turn you in to the media and the biometric made-up system. I'm gonna put goddamn computer chips in the goddamn animal. Because it got out of the yard too many times. I'm gonna put a computer chip in it. It's the best idea ever. And this is the pre-program right here, this telephone. This is the first example of that computer chip. Because you got to tell that thing everything you're doing. You got to look at it. You got to ask at it. You got to play in it. You got to look dizzy-headed. Like you're being dizzy-headed. Going to computer show stare. I'm having a computer show-off with you. My computer now can give me a blow-off job. My computer can give me naked images. My computer can give me made-up sounds that aren't even human. I can act other humanical ways in a harmonical deftone computer plagiar agency system. Mommy, why am I being possessed? I don't like the way I'm being. We gotta play for the computer. The computer made its way, just like the railroad track. But it made me like I'm a failure. If you want me like I'm a cussing sailor. Oh, and I'll be the only one that springs into action during the dog barking of Taylor. I do run, 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 I do run, run. Energizer. What kind of battery did you get? I got the cheap generic kind. I do run, 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 I do run, run. Energizer. It keeps going and going and going. I don't got the battery. Hold up. Can I use your USB cord? How come your cord don't fit in my phone? But it fits anywhere else. I put the U-flips in you, son. And the Zionical control. From Zion.
I mean, do we really gotta go to Zion today? I don't want to fry in Zion again.
Well, I don't want to find you happy. Matter of fact, go in your room. I mean, I look at adults all day, they're stuck in their goddamn room. They're stuck. How? Because I can't get through the vault. I can't get to do. I got computer bitten too. I'm told no rights. Mommy, when can we be allowed? When it's all over, son. When it's all over Earth, the fire. We can all burn in it and go like ashes and ashes. We'll all fall down. Ashes and ashes. We'll all fall down. Mommy, roll up your window. Your cigarette ashes are hitting me in my face. Mom, turn up the radio louder. Treble and the bass. Okay. Oh, turn it down and roll your window up. Oh, roll my window down. Ah, you're getting cigarette ashes in my eye. Huh? You want me to turn around and backhand you? Get your knees out of the back of my seat. I can't. I don't feel comfortable. I don't care what you feel. I don't feel like driving to my car and going down the street where people honk their horniness at me. Hey, go, buddy, it's a green light. I can't. I'm looking at my phone. F you. I'll hold this whole line of traffic up so I can hold a computer conversation. I don't want to, Mommy. Well, I told you. I was never your mother anyway. I gave you to the hospital. I took somebody else's kid. Gave him a number. That way everything doesn't feel like it relates to me. You have no relations. Why would you do that? Because we like what Grace did. didn't shut his mouth about. We like to control. That's why people like to be trolls. We like the 2.5, 3 foot shadow shape-lifting image. Be my host. Hurry up, I need to make a copy of it on my computer. Notice how they all say that? Hurry up, I need to make a copy of that time at my computer. Hold on. Why you gotta keep zapping me your computer? Because I'm zapping your energy. Hey, what's happening, man? The computer, my energy, my popularity, the people. If I stick you in the other end of an animal, can I stick 3 animals in you and make you out of a mouse, a pig, and a monkey? Sure, I'll be your test tube, baby. Good. Be my little host. Mommy, why are there test tube babies? Because we want to live like we're the control and the act of God. So the control begotten you, the controller button system. I didn't buy enough gigabytes and megabytes. How am I going to chew it? From the back of your mouth. Up and down the back of your hipophagus and your windpipe. Why can I be where I'm going? You have nowhere to be going. You have nothing I want you to be doing. You have to be treated as computer butt stings. The computer stings me worse than a bee. What color are you wearing? A degree? A bug in your ear? And putting all the weight of the world on your shoulder? Yeah, we're all waiting up for the end of the world. Is it already over? On the next days of our lives. But the computer's still just a rat in the cage. Despite all this rage. What page are you on? I didn't do my assignment. Can I copy your words and letters? I'm never going to do my assignment. You do mine. You don't get locked up and go in confinement for me, I'm going to kill you. Why? Because I need you to do it for me. And then if you don't do what I need you to do, I don't like you. I don't want to be around your monstrosity of mine. We told us we were going to do, and we were going to be doing this. I guess I told you a sweet little lie. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Won't you tell me lies? Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Won't you tell me lies? I thought we were told, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Oh, but tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. Tell you lies! Well, y'all have a good day. Maybe we can see each other on the next day. I'm still waiting on my government handout, my tack, so I can tack on some computer nano bits in my direction. So maybe we can not have our panties in a bind. Saying, hey buddy, you got an extra $1 or $2 laying around? I need a permission slip. You need to go get a effing goddamn job and find yourself. Oh, well, I found about 10 capable jobs. I know what me and my eye could do, but I'm not allowed. Oh, we're gonna change it all on you. We're gonna raise it just like the price of the rice in China. Who cared about the price of rice in China? Till I hit you in your own goddamn country. Who cared about the price of rice in China till it hit us in our own goddamn country?